This is Rip and Joe at Dover Living, and today we're going to talk about pool elevations, how we relate to the house, how we relate to the terrain, and what the benefits of possibly changing elevations would be. So I'm going to swing this over to Joe and get his opinion.
So I love elevations. Even if I were to go out to a flat backyard, I try to create a little wall behind the pool, a sunken in area next to the pool, something to give that 3D look besides just a flat pool with deck around it. It just adds a whole lot more interest to the pool.
100%. So changing elevations, even if you have a flat backyard, if you can create a little bit of that, it creates a little bit of drama. Gives you opportunities to have different spaces defined by different elevations. So what are some of the features that can come about by changing elevations?
Well, the great thing about having elevations, now for one thing, it is definitely going to cost you extra money to put in some elevations. But I feel like you're already spending a lot of money in your yard. Put off some other things. Put off your grill. You can put off other things for different phases.
Well, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you have to have a retaining wall anyways. And by changing the elevations, maybe incorporating the pool wall as the retaining wall that facilitates that, maybe you're not bringing dirt in, or maybe you're not bringing dirt out, or you have to have a retaining wall anyways.
Yeah, and I was trying to make a point on a flat yard, but you're right. If you create a wall behind the pool, if it's a flat backyard, you can use some of that dirt from the pool to build that up versus spending money to haul it out.
Sure, yeah.
You know, and so I was just at these people's house 2 or 3 days ago and walk out in the backyard, and I was kind of surprised what they told me, because to me it was a no-brainer where to put the pool at. But they have these trees and this slope coming parallel with the house. And as soon as we walked back there, we walked kind of to the side and in the back of the yard where there was a flat area, had trees there. But, and they said, yeah, this is where we want to put our pool. We're going to take down these trees. And I'm like, why are you putting, because they have kids, they have 3 kids. And I said, so why are y'all putting a pool in the only potential level area of your yard you have? Why not right over there in the back of the pool where it really needs to go? And so we walked to the back, and I started explaining to them, we can do some walls here, we can do some walls there. Have this where you can walk out of your basement or down your deck steps to the backyard. I said we can do some sheer descents, and then that space over on the side, let's have a big sodded area over there. Let's have where the kids can go, because what you're going to do if you put this pool on this side of the yard, you're not going to have any space to put sod, nowhere for the kids to play, and then you're just going to be left with this bare slope in your backyard with nothing to do with. So anyway, by the time we got finished talking, I kind of did my spiel of what I thought. They loved the idea, and now I'm in the process of drawing them up a plan. And the other 2 designers, they're drawing them up a plan to put the pool over there in that flat area. You know. So I told them, I said, let me just draw this pool up. I said, I just feel confident you're really going to love it. You already have 2 people drawing your pool up in this location. I'll be a little different. Let me draw it up over here, and then you can kind of balance and see which one you like.
Well, it's interesting that a lot of times pool designers don't think beyond the pool. And here you are, you're thinking a little holistically of, hey, where's the yard? Where's the flat space for the kids to play in?
Well, I think it's important. I feel like sometimes when you meet a designer, and honestly, a lot of designers doesn't have a pool in their yard. They don't, a lot of the pool owners do. And I think one thing that I might have ahead on some is that I've had a few pools over the last 20 years. I do have kids. I am social. We do have gathering places, and
you are social.
So I feel like, hey, we'll have live music in my backyard, but the pool is like right there in the backyard, and it does have walls, it does have water features, and that kind of brings you.
And it has elevation changes.
And it's got multiple elevation changes, and it really made it go from, oh, well, you have a nice pool, I want to jump in this cold water on a hot day, to, oh my God, I just love this, where we can just hang out in the backyard without even being in the pool, because it just adds that extra little, those elevations make that little extra
Well, I've
up
been
onto
to
your
a
backyard.
few pool parties at your house, and I've never been in the pool.
Yeah, you know, I tell you, we might have 40 or 50 people at a pool party, and there might be a couple goes. Everybody, it's kind of funny. Everybody comes to the party ready to get into the pool. The women will have their smocks on. The guys will have their swim shorts and their shirts on. But in reality, they come out and we just kind of hang around the pool. People will sit on those, you know, because I have a lower sitting area. People will sit on those walls. And you can, with elevations, you can add water features. You can have waterfalls. You can have sheer descents, and it just
Well, then
gives
you
that
have a
extra
walk up
element.
to like where the fireplace is.
Yeah, I mean,
And
there's just so
You got
much.
that tucked area over to the left there.
Yeah.
So that's what I really like, and that's what I think elevations allows you to do is create different zones in the same kind of square footage. So if that was all flat and you had the exact same features, it would be a little, well, not boring, but it would be boring. But just by changing elevations, it's kind of
Yeah.
really cool.
You know, and I have so many people over the years, we walk, it's two things. We either walk in their backyard and they have this big flat backyard and they say, we got the perfect yard for a pool, which they do, but to me, it's not the perfect yard for the prettiest pool because they don't have elevations. And then I go over to other people's houses where they have all these slopes and they say, oh, we have a terrible yard for a pool. And I'm like, to me, you have the best yard for a pool.
Right,
You
right.
know, I mean, as far as the outcome on what it's going to look like in the end.
Well, a lot of people are wanting infinity edges or vanishing edges now, and obviously that's a change in elevation. So if someone has property that already has a change in elevation,
Yeah,
it's a lot easier to create.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Well, I hope you guys got a little bit out of this. Like us, subscribe to us, and make some comments. If y'all have some questions or some things you guys want to talk about, just let us know, and we'll see you on our next segment.